Hey guys, it's the History Nerd, and we are back with another exciting episode of Europa Universalis for England! Wash, 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 cheerio! So, um, yes, before I do anything else, there is one thing that I want to think about doing, although I think I might have to wait until it is actually colonized. Yes, but we will be renaming Manhattan to New York. Makes a lot more sense, really. And Takamukuk will become New Orcoland. Although I've got to ask, where's old Orcoland? If this is the new one, where's the old one? Just you know, little thought experiment, or not. Do what you will with that. Also, reading in. So my big thing, it's not about capturing the colonies. Although, the fact that I can just roll up in there and not burn it down, but seize a colony. I like that. But my concern is when it isn't a colony, when it's a full-fledged city. So, like, could Spain come along and take Frobisher? Because it's actually a core of me, and I don't think they can. And that's what I'm talking about, is that I know for a fact now that Spain is going for Jamaica. And I know I want Jamaica. Now, if I don't happen to declare a war on them soon enough and get into the whole colonial war and actually snag it before Jamaica becomes a city or a true province, or however you want to describe it. Excuse me. Awkward. Then, where was I going with this? Right, so if it's a real city, can I still come along with an army and just snag it? Because it's on not Europe? I don't think I can, and that's where it gets a little frustrating, is that grabbing big swaths of territory that have already been quote-unquote colonized, that's what throws me for a loop. Anyway, I can see that the Red Squadron certainly doesn't have the proper name that I wanted to give it. And so I think we will, I guess Chesapeake Trade Fleet would be the best name for this sucker. But I don't know if that's going to fit. And it does. Glorious. Okay, also, all the talk about looking at pie charts and things like this, yeah, I know where they are. I'm not going to do that. Now, perhaps it is wasteful for me to have a merchant here right now, and it would be better to have them in Bordeaux. That is, well, no, I've got one in Bordeaux. I don't need one up in the North Sea, though, and I certainly won't. Oh my, oh dear. Although, really, we're going to be steering most of this straight to London, aren't we? So whatever little bit we lose out in the North Sea now, we'll make up for it by building a bunch of level 1 trade centers in Scotland. And then that should be able to generate enough trade power for me to not have to worry about putting a merchant there. Because I like the setup the way it is. I'm going to keep it the way it is. I wonder why Newfoundland's part of the Chesapeake Bay trade zone. It would make more sense to put that up in Hudson Bay. Regardless, not gonna question too many things. Yeah, we're gonna go back to the wonderful territory view. With everything named properly, we can go ahead and continue on. Wonderful. Now, we don't have much money, and so we won't be doing any building. Begin the trade dispute quasi bella against Castile, because they are threatening our trade, likely in the Chesapeake region. So let's go back over there and take a look. I mean, they're not. Look, the Shawnee and the Iroquois are making more money than Castile is. I don't think we need to go to war with them just yet. Although certainly. So here we go. Yeah. So prime example. Now that Unami here is a Castilian core, I'm fairly certain it's going to be expensive to actually take. Like, I can't just roll an army in there and be like, yoink, mine. Maybe I can. I don't know. But it doesn't seem like it. So that's going to be a bit of an issue when it comes to New World fighting. And surprisingly, I will admit to this, the only colonies Castile has in the New World are these two down here, Jamaica, and then these two way the hell up here. They've completely ignored the entirety of South America. I think something's up with the Castilian/Spanish colonizing AI, or maybe it's doing what it's supposed to. I don't really know, but it seems a little unrealistic. If I was Castile, I'd be going after the gold in Central and South America. That's just me. Screw getting fish. Well, that'll be involved too, but screw getting furs and tobacco and cotton. I'd just be going for the gold, which is what you should do. Regardless, we shall persevere. After all, we're England. What could possibly go wrong? I've also been giving some thought to this whole situation. And, although I guess, like, the thing is, Munster and Scotland are rivals. So, what I really need to do to get Munster in would be to not be allied with Scotland or have anything going on with Scotland. And that's just not going to happen. But it sure is taking a while to get this up to a point where I'm able to actually annex Scotland. We're getting close. We're getting close to it. But we're still looking at least 10 years away. So 1537, maybe 1540. I'm hoping. So if it's... We'll wait it out. If by 1550 we're still not able to annex Scotland peacefully, then we'll look at doing something about this whole situation. Because right now, Munster is just being a massive, annoying thorn in my stupid relations side because of this whole allied to rival. Granted, Brittany has a lot to do with that, and there's not much that I can actually do with Brittany now. There's no way I can make him a vassal, right? They're not going to want that yet. We're going to need to become far more rich and successful before we can even consider Brittany. So I may just cut Brittany off and be like, look, France, take them. They're yours. Because this is getting cray-cray. And then, perhaps, I'll be able to snag Munster. Man, I don't know. I got to mull that over. That is not a decision to be just fired off from the hip and be like, yeah, goodbye. Not at all. Let's see, what can we do? What can we do for the economy here? Actually, we should. I guess the only thing I can build is there, and we're building a trade building there, I believe. So that means we're just going to have to get some more money out of Scotland. English Scotland, of course, not Scotland, Scotland. Although we are getting money from them too, because they're a vassal. Yay! We no longer have corrupt viceroys, and Scotland, bless their souls, don't like piracy either. It's a wonderful non-piracy supporting location. Yes. Yes, the British Isles, because I would imagine Munster doesn't like pirates either. And even if they do, who cares? They're not 4 ships. Ain't nobody caring about that. Alright, what do we got here? We could invest in Land of Opportunity, which would... what are we sitting at here? 9? Yes, we just got there. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we can throw some money at that. Or some things at that. Let's do it. Besides, the Eltham Ordinance will help. So we'll get one more, and then we can slap some money into our lowered build cost, which would be nice. Although, how's our... No, we need the tech first. So, there we go. Glorious. By portraying colonial lands a new virgin territory where any man can make his fortune, possibly some women too, people will emigrate quicker to the colonies, meaning the nation will have spent less money encouraging people to go there. True story. I've seen the British propaganda of you know what it would be like to start a new life in Canada. Yeah, they didn't really understand. Horrible location. Well, not really. Horrible is a strong term, but considering all the other places Britain colonized, Canada, really? Don't get me wrong, I love my country, and I am glad that I live here. But when it gets to December, and it's dark at 4, and you're the high temperature of the day at noon, where the sun's beating down on you, is -20. That's bad in the 21st century. I don't know how people survived the 19th. Or even earlier, for that matter. Our use of mercantilist policies is proving frustrating for some of our merchants, causing some to defect to other countries. Mercantilism is right, damn it. Ooh. We will, yeah, because I don't care about spy defense. So there we go. I don't even know where I track mercantilism either. Say la vie. Yeah, so there's really no, what I should be doing is thinking about upgrading the fleet, of course. Because we've only got, like, hardly any caravels there. So we just gotta save up some moolah and get that going. Let's see, I think they're done building their dock and their marketplace. So that's it. I don't think we'll need any other trade buildings in Frobisher. It's just nice to have a dock and a marketplace in your first colony in the New World. That's what that is. It's just a little bit of role-playing. And yeah, we won't. We'll save up some money. We'll save up some money for the fleet, the wooden wall of England. Delicious Diet Dr. Pepper today, in case you were wondering. Probably weren't. Alright, we've got improved relations with Bohemia. And also, to the point about improving relations with the big boys, that does make sense. However, I'm not gonna worry myself about it. You know? If France is gonna declare war on me, France is gonna declare war on me. The Royal Navy's gonna sink whatever the French send my way. That's my plan, anyway. Let's see, yeah, we're looking good there. So, really, who are the big powers? Castile, I don't want to waste money on making Castile happy. Because, yeah. Alright, look at that. Portugal is in love with us. Obviously, they won't. But, that's good. That's good, I like that. They're allied with Castile, too. But, oh, well. Oh, really? Really improving relations with Castile? What, England not good enough for you? That's a waste. I guess we'll go with France. Nope. Austria? Nope. Burgundy? Burgundy. Okay. We got another guy up in Sweden. Denmark is still quite happy with us, so we can let them slide for a bit. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We're kind of on a an autopilot run now. We just gotta get money, get these lands colonized and obviously renamed. Then once those go, we can start claiming more land and then just really start bringing more money back into England. Obviously, I'm gonna have to do some scouting, but I definitely want to grab Mahican first. And block off Castile from coming up that way. Although the way they're colonizing, it's really spread out. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's the AI, it's confusing me. And Portugal's got almost no presence. I don't think Portugal has any presence in the New World, except for this little speck here, Rio Grande. That's it. So, you know, That's a thing. It's a thing that's going on. While we're waiting, I suppose we could check on the papacy, see how things are going. Marlborough is still loving us. I see Burgundy trying to get involved. We'll step on that. This is my Cardinal Burgundy. Maybe with Ferreira as... Oh, Ferreira did... Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to do some crazy things to... Yeah, we'll wait for you to come back, Mr. Benbow, and then we'll send you right back into Denmark. Quite obviously, our wonderful Scandinavian diplomat. Send. And we don't need this, because we're mainly looking at Europe. And we know how Europe shapes up. Well, not the continent itself. This is still, you know, a national mess. But, you guys just think you're not gonna stay? I don't know, man. Seems odd. Alright, let's pause the game and get some light ships built up here. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Wonderful. Get the Bordeaux fleet nicely upgraded. I guess we can check it up to speed 4, considering not much is going on. I rarely, if ever, use speed 5, I find, with Europa Universalis 4. Just because, you know, why would we? The Council of Crackfergus. His Holiness the Pope has tasked a commission of cardinals with addressing the challenges posed by the Protestant movement. While the Catholic faith itself must not be compromised, His Holiness and most cardinals are willing to admit that some Protestant complaints are valid. Therefore, the Council advises many changes to the administration of the Church, a stop to absentee bishops, and the worldly excesses of the clergy. In addition, several new monastic orders are to be founded to aid in the efforts of the Counter-Reformation. About bloody time. And I'm glad that it is, where is Crackfergus? Nope. Well, I'm glad that it's somewhere in my lands. That is a papal name. Xistus the Fourth? How does that name get into, like, 4 iterations? Xistus the First must have been an amazing dude. That's all I've got to say. Now, we could go off and embrace the Counter-Reformation, it would appear. His Holiness the Pope has called for a mighty effort to counter the Protestant movement. With the aid of the newly founded Jesuit order, we shall root out and purge these foul heresies. Apart from more and more effective missionaries, Protestantism and the Reformed faith shall have a harder time spreading in our realm. If we ever pick the national ideas ecumenicism or liberté, égalité, fraternité, we will lose this bonus. What does it give us? 2 missionaries. 2% missionary strength, a costly increase to tech, a little bit more papal influence, and idea costs as well. We are not going to be embracing the Counter-Reformation. Remaining Catholic is one thing, being hardcore about it is entirely different, and it's not really what I'm planning on doing. Okay, so that's that done. All of you head to Cornwall, and indeed you head back this way. Lose a bit of money while this goes through, that's fine. Alright, so what have we got? 6? Give me my big fleet. Create a new unit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Select that glorious unit and disband them. Sail on out, lads. Really good. Protect trade in Bordeaux. Thank you. A whopping 8 ducats. Now, what I should do is just take a look and see how many barks have I got left. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, that's it? Oh, glorious. So really, we only need one more ducat now. What have we got? What do you want? What do you know? Waiting. Being smart on this one. Okay. Yay, Denmark. Okay, get 6 more of these guys in. 1, 2, 1, 3. Oh, they're 20 each, not 10 each. That would be ridiculously cheap, wouldn't it? Sometimes I just don't think. Improve relations. And what we should also do is just check this. So it's, the Protestant faith is starting to gain a bit of a foothold, so it's looking like it might be more of an advantageous swap. Anyway, we shall continue. In feudal kingdoms, 2 castes within society held great power, the nobility and the clergy. Now it turns out that a baron and the local monastery of his fief are bickering about who owns a rather large piece of land. These days, the royal court is swamped with people yammering about divine right. The nobles claiming their divine right to rule the land, and the clergy asserting their position as the representatives of God on earth. The whole situation is growing rather unstable. The baron in question is inciting the other nobles against the clergy and questioning their right to hold any sort of temporal property. The priory of the monastery has brought in the archbishop on his side, who in turn threatens to go straight to Rome should you decide to side with the nobles. Now what shall we do, my liege? Jesus lived among beggars and fishermen. Why don't you? Tempting. You see, I mean, really, we're already kind of going for a Catholic-like thing here with England. We're not really following the Pope's rule of the law and all that other annoying stuff, but we're still, you know, Catholic. Henry VIII, Tudor of England, had first received in 1521 the papal title of Defender of the Faith for his pamphlet against Luther. The king's main concern was over his succession, and in 1529, when the papal curia rejected his proposal to divorce Catherine of Aragon, he had the legate of the Pope, Cardinal Wolsey, executed and coerced the English clergy to recognize the king as the supreme head of the church. He had his divorce granted in 1533 and married the lady-in-waiting Anne Boleyn. Together, Henry VIII contracted 6 marriages. Well, I would suggest that the game has made the decision for me. We're going to take advantage of this. The way the Catholic faith is going is not in England's interests at the moment. Obviously. Now, this might cause issues with certain relations with certain countries, and if we have to speed it up by going to war with these said countries, whatever. We'll be able to curb stomp Scotland and Munster without issue. Plus, 250 ducats? Bling! Bling! Alright. Cardinal is no longer loyal to us. That's not surprising. Sorry, Marlborough. Okay, so we've got a couple things to worry about. One, getting our stability back to 0. Groovy. Now, we have an awful lot of religions to worry about converting, and we've got just really people in Lincoln rising up. Surprising. Okay. Really? That is surprising. So in a country full of Catholics, except in Lincoln, we have just declared that we are switching religions. We're going with the Protestants. They're our guys. And the only people who are pissed off about it are peasants in the only Protestant county or province in whatevs. You know what? Whatever. Now here's a problem, isn't it? Where is London on this list anyway? Right there. It'll never happen. Bloody hell. That's annoying, isn't it? Okay, well, we'll do this smart derby. How many of these guys do I have, anyway? Just the one. Okay, well... They can leave a message. In case the microphone didn't pick it up, my phone started ringing. Anyway, we're going to slowly go through the list, and obviously things will improve as time goes on. I hope. One never can tell. Anyway, we can get the last 3 caravels built. That's exciting. And so now the Bordeaux fleet is all up and ready. Why is that so high? Advisors, army, fleet, colonies. I guess tax revenue dropped? I'm not really sure. But, oh no. Paying for missionaries now. Well then, that's going to have to come out of the military budget, isn't it? Oh dear, that really drops it. And with the natives revolting, that's not a good idea. So we'll have to drop it out of the fleet, which is unfortunate. But sacrifices must be made. What do we got? Portugal. Oh, yes, I guess all of my alliances would have been reset, wouldn't they? Nope, not all of them. Still married to Scotland. Oh, but now that's happened, hasn't it? Okay. Yes, what we are getting flooded with is alliance offers from joyous Protestants, namely Denmark, who I think is a Protestant king, is he not? No, he is not. But Brittany certainly is. No, they're not. But, oh, well, okay. Yeah, so we're going to take advantage of this opportunity to... Oh, I see what's going on there. Son of a bitch, now I look like an asshole. Well, I'm sure they'll come back. Right? They'll come back. You can now invest, yeah, we're gonna wait. And obviously the next thing that I'm gonna get is some sort of religious idea. That's gonna have to happen. Because we're gonna need it to actually convert the damn country. Alright. See, that's why I didn't drop down any of my spendings. Everybody's up in arms now. Obviously Derby, because they've got a freaking pastor there who's like, "You're all sinners!" I imagine that's what it would be like. Join the Protestant faith, which in reality is the Church of England in this game. We're not Protestants, we're Anglicans. Remember that. With the discovery of the New World, we have entered what looks like our greatest period of prosperity, despite the immense wealth returning to us, allowing Edward IV to finance one of the most outstanding armies in the world. We have not been successful in creating a strong naval force. It's getting ridiculous, you know? Invest in it. Just invest in it. Oh, here we go. This will mean some more money, won't it? Yeah. Increase the monarch's control and power by authorizing any ecclesiastical property with an annual income below a certain value to be confiscated. This will get us more tax modifier, which is good. Stability cost, you know, but that's worth it. We're stable. Okay, come along now. Last ship, last ship. Nope, there we go. Bloody brilliant. Head to Cornwall. Head to Cornwall. Where's my trade fleet? There you are. Head to the channel. What do we got? Okay, the trade dispute, colonialism. Okay, yeah, I didn't know we had lost that. I guess it's because we're Protestant now. So we need to get rid of the last 6 of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just make sure everything else is a caravel. Beautiful. Goodbye, outdated light ships. You did your job admirably while you were around. But There are bigger and better things now. Head out to Bordeaux and secure that trade. Now, I guess we should be looking at upgrading these 12 carracks, shouldn't we? Now, the unfortunate thing is, carracks are damn expensive. We can do about 3. Whew. Alright. We're going to hold off on that for a little bit. We need to worry about... Actually, if we go and start putting better forts up, we'll be able to increase the speed with which we convert to the populace, which is always good. However, I do like money. So, money, 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 and we'll get the Highlands later, but we're not missing much there. I would have to imagine that we are successful. Good. He's back from Burgundy. Wonderful. Let's try and get some of these alliances back. Oh, and Spain formed. Keep it up, France. Keep pushing in. You don't want to go to the New World, just take the old. And there's still just those two there. Really, really making that a hard time, aren't you? At least we can get into Cuba. Maybe I'll do that next. Get all up in Spain's grill and be like, hey, we got Cuba, suckers. You took Jamaica, we took the better island. Although, really, we're going to have to figure this out. Because the whole neighboring heretic religion is going to be a real pain in the ass. To the point where I doubt we'll be able to get this quickly. Can't claim the throne because obviously he's still kicking it. Same dynasty. A pretender rises. How old is he? 28. Now, if only there were a way I could assassinate him. Nope, not gonna happen. Too bad. So sad. What about up in here? Because we're married, aren't we? We are. Yes, and you actually do have an heir. That is annoying, and we are still just hemorrhaging the money. Okay, I don't want to do that, because now I have fears of the native uprisings in New York actually succeeding. We should be getting close to finishing it here. I mean, it says that it's 50%, but we've almost got 1,000 settlers. Oh, something happened. Hey, okay. You could never have too much manpower. That's true. Wonderful. Excellent. Manhattan? No. No, no, no. No, no, no. New York. Right? Change on the map. I would imagine you'll change eventually. We will make you a core. Oh, and you're Protestant. Wonderful. Well, at least all those colonies are going to be the proper religion. Poor Frobisher, poor old Frobisher there. I have visions of it forming a Catholic Canada or Newfoundland or something. Something like that. No technology. Nothing we need to worry about there. All of that is going. All right. Well, I have a feeling I've gone on long enough for this episode, so I'm going to leave it here. Things have changed, obviously. We are now a Protestant nation, which should mean good things for the bank account, and it certainly looks like it does now. I guess we're not spending money on colonies, so that could be it. Anyway, thumbs up if you have enjoyed this episode. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, what have you below. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.